It's good, guys. The Novice, The Boys, Season 2, Episode 1 to 3. Guys, I watched the first 3 episodes of The Boys over the weekend when it got released. And first off, I just want to say shout out to Amazon Prime. I like using that service, man. They have, when you're watching the episode, and because this is based on a comic book, so they have like little tidbits when you like press on the screen, and they'll show you, oh, this character's from this and this. But that's a quick side note. The Boys. Let me give you my season 1 thoughts for people who don't know. I've done a full review that I'll have a link to. My quick impressions of season 1 is I really like it. I love it. I'm gonna look at my notes. I love the violence and the gore. I like the inner workings of the world, and I love Homelander, that his personality, his character, so on. Apart from that, my impressions of season 2 so far is giving me what I didn't know I wanted. That's in a sentence. My impressions of season 2 so far, the first 3 episodes, and I'll get into why I think that. First reason why I think that involves the Deep and his storyline. The Deep was a character who I didn't care too much for in the first season, not just because he's a dick, obviously. I'm not gonna lose sleep at night over his pain, but it's because he was a character who he wasn't interesting to me in season 1, in spite of the power of his storyline, in spite of the fact that what happens with him and Starlight actually made me look at kind of abuse in these kind of industries different for the first time through fantasy. But that ain't that some shit. Specifically, the reason why I think this season so far has given me what I didn't think I wanted with him is because of 2 big things that happen to him. One is he meets a group of people, and also he self-reflects. He has a bedroom scene, that's all I'll say, that makes him seem a little more nuanced to me, a little more sad, and I don't even want to say bitter, but a little more like broken as far as his own perception of himself, even before the events of season 2 and 1. There's, like I said, the bedroom scene specifically. That scene exposed to me that even though he's dickish to women, I say he's dickish, he's just a dick. He's been a dick to women, not just Starlight. They explain. It shows that he has massive issues with his own like self-esteem. He needs a therapist or some shit. Yeah, like, I don't lose sleep over his suffering, like I said, but it's definitely something. For the first time, I thought to myself, wait, do I feel a little bit sorry? I think I do. I feel a little bit sorry for this guy. He entered a world, becoming a part of the Seven, and being like a employee of Vault, where instead of being confronted about your behavior, was, they turn a blind eye to it. Like Madeline said, well, as soon as Annie in season 1 was on stage and exposed the Deep, she didn't say him by name. Madeline said, well, knew immediately. She confronted him. I think I know who she's talking about. Don't you? That means everyone knew. Maeve, I think there's a scene right after Starlight, Annie, goes down on him, where she's vomiting, and she comes into the room and I think implies that she knew too. So the Deep is a piece of shit, but now I see that there's more to it. That he, again, like real life Hollywood, was part of a system that almost rewarded his behavior, not just like turn a blind eye to it. Very Weinsteinish. I like that. It makes me. It's funny how superhero shows make me see real life a certain way. But yeah, that's essentially it. The nuance and the self-reflection gave me what I didn't know I wanted with him. Now, as far as Homelander is concerned, that's another example. They gave me what I didn't know I wanted with him, because I realized something throughout these episodes. There is a cold war within Vault and the Seven to gain his influence and to usurp him in terms of influence. Let me explain. There is someone working at Vault the company, and there's also someone within the Seven. Again, one person with powers, one person without. They both have scenes, and they both do things in spite of Homelander's wanting to go in spite of Homelander wanting to go in another direction. And the way they do it makes me think on a subtle level that they're coming for him. They're gunning for this guy. Let me explain, like I said. The first scene I'm going to explain is a scene where they explain the origin of the company Vault itself. It sounds like I'm saying Vault, but I'm not. It's just my accent. I'm saying like the actual word. The origin of the founder and the company is explained to Homelander. Homelander just sits there, takes it, and is useful information, but by the end, you realize something. Oh shit, this was basically so-and-so, I won't spoil who the person is, this is basically so-and-so's way of saying, look, you might be that dude, you're Homelander, you got that power, everyone's either on your dick or afraid of you for good reason, but you ain't shit. You wouldn't be shit without me. You're a boy, you're dumb. We don't do them things. That started to put that idea in my mind. But officially, this idea formed during the end of episode 3 with the character that's in the Seven. I won't say who it is. I'll let you guys guess in the comments below. But they go explicitly against Homelander's orders. And the way this person is so casual about it, it made me believe, oh no, Homelander's in trouble. It's funny how this guy's a villain. Him the Deep, they're not good people, but I feel some type of way about them. I was like, oh no, is someone coming for Homelander? They're actively planning against this guy because they know he's trouble. It's not just that he's OP and it's hard to stop someone like him. They know that Volt is never going to be truly under their influence as long as he's around. He's always going to make it about him. I bet you there's an active effort to take him out in terms of his seat at the table and his, maybe literally take him out. That's my prediction for the rest of these episodes of season 2. I think they're gunning for Homelander. Forces within Vault and the Seven combined. There are other storylines that are still trying to expose superhero corruption with the boys themselves, within Vault and the Seven. But you'd be surprised at the storyline that is actually trying to expose corruption and trying to take out Homelander in the process. You'd be surprised which one it is. I was surprised, and I think that's my prediction for the rest of the season. I think something is gonna happen to Homelander where he's not gonna have the same power that he used to have, and I can't wait to see that shit. Apart from that, what else would I say? Oh, I'm interested to see. This isn't a spoiler because it's based on season 1, the end of season 1. I'm interested to see the storyline with him and his son. I expected Homelander to just behave how he typically behaves. You know that he doesn't have. How do I say this without spoiling it? You expect him to be consistent because that's who he's who he is. He's Homelander, but he doesn't always behave that way around his son. That's what I realized. Like maybe he does care for him, but I can't figure out for the moment if he cares for him like a father would his son, or he cares for him because of his own selfish reasons, his own Homelander reasons for caring for him. That and the boys. That's the boys itself. That's maybe the biggest flaw. I am underwhelmed by them. I'm not like unsatisfied with them either. They're still doing work. They're still getting it in, doing these jobs, trying to expose corruption, all that. Taking people out as they do it. but it just seems like compared to the other big things I just mentioned, the other storylines. I'm more interested in Vault and all the stuff to do with the people with superpowers and the people managing those people or being around them, their specific sphere of influence. That's it. Oh yeah, shout out this person, Mimiko, the lady in The Boys. She's coming to her own, and I like that. It's a big change compared to season one because she was more passive, right? And I like that about her. But that's it, guys. You tell me what you think down below if you've watched this. If you haven't, would you watch it? Now, I'm definitely gonna watch every single episode as it comes out. You let me know what you think, like I said, down below. Please like this video and share it with as many as possible. Other than that, signing off. Salute.